All right. How are you, my dear friends? Welcome back. Okay, so this is going to be for Taurus. This week is going to this reading is going to be for Taurus for this week, of course. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. So Taurus, as you can see, I changed the name of the channel. I brought 3 channels within one. So the new channel called The Awakening, it's going to be, of course, tarot. Nothing is going to change on that. We're going to get the same as before. And also we're going to add, very, very soon, we're going to add live streaming where you can ask live questions for free. But we're also going to start spirituality side of it, law of attraction, Akashics, anything spiritual, God, the universe, life and death. And we're going to throw a little bit of ufology in there. I am going to listen to you guys. I mean, I already have a plan laid out. It's the marriage of 3 channels into one. The Italian channel, there's no point doing the same reading twice as I did for the last 2 years when YouTube translates it just beautifully in 13 different languages. So because that's going to save me a lot of time. That's going to save me about 100 videos per month that I don't have to do in Italian. So then I'm only going to do them in English. Anywhere on the planet they can switch to their own language if you want to listen to it. But that's going to free me up a little bit of time, quite a bit of time, which will allow me to start the spirituality side of it. Mostly the law of attraction. So I have about 500 videos that I've recorded in the last 10 years. And I'm going to upload a couple of them at a time. I already started. That's why in some of them I look so young. But I'm also going to record new ones. And as well as I'm going to listen to you guys, your comments, what you like, what you don't like, what you want me to cover. Anything spirituality goes. We're not going to talk about cars or airplanes or making a pizza. Well, I wish. But it's going to be anything spirituality, okay? So help me out with this. The channel is going to do really, really well. What is the main intention? The main intention, as always, to help people, to help those in needs, to help those who are confused, to help clarify, to help whatever help is needed. That's all I've been doing all my life, and that's all I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, my dear friends. So thank you so much. Taurus. Ouch. Taurus, you feel, what's going on with you? Wow. You feel misunderstood, you feel prisoner, but you know what the truth of the matter is with this card, and especially followed by this, and followed by this, and followed by this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you know what swords symbolize in the tarots? Mind, the mind, thoughts, imagination. So I would say most likely this is you thinking that you're misunderstood, that I'm wanted and unloved, etc., etc. And you're thinking of just leaving. You're thinking, you know what? I feel out of place here. I feel nobody understands me here. It could be a job. It could be perhaps you're working in an office and your coworkers don't mingle with you. Perhaps you think they're kind of gossiping behind your back. You know, you see the 2 girls over there or the 2 boys over there, they kind of, talk behind your back. But this is more about what you feel, not what's really going on. So you're thinking of leaving, even though it might be a little risky. Yeah, you feel there are people doing things behind your back. And you're really, really thinking about this. Now, this could also be a relationship. It could also be a family thing. Perhaps when you walk into a room, whether it's at the office or at home, they stop talking, almost as if they're hiding something. They say, I cannot put my finger on it, but they're hiding something from me. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so some of you guys, this is a general reading, okay? As I always say, if you need a personal reading, bottom left, setteachings.org, and book whatever you like. Everything is on special right now, but let's continue. So for some of you, of course, and please don't make the reading forced to be your reading. If it doesn't speak about you, it is for somebody else. So if it's not for you, it means there are no changes for you this week. It's as simple as that. All right. So, some of you, a relationship ended, and now you feel people are talking behind your back, or you hear voices. What's going on? Oh my God. Whoo, Taurus. So some of you were betrayed, and arguments, and this is work environment. It's not going very well. Some of you are facing justice or legalities. Oh my God. But it's amazing how everything really goes together. I told you at the very beginning, it could be a relationship, it could be work related. So here's work. You're simply not making enough money. You're not getting remunerated for the work you do. And at the same time, you feel that you need to work because, of course, we all have bills, but you're barely able to put a penny aside. You just cannot put any money aside for some reason. So, interesting. So how are we going to fix this? Well, look, I can help you. If you need help, book a session, and I will explain how the law of attraction works. Because the truth of the matter is, I had to tell you this, and I know you're not going to like to hear this, my dear friends, but it's all you. It's all you. I create my own reality. You create your own reality. When a job doesn't work, it's the universe telling you, you're done with this. Yeah, but I need to pay my bills. So what do you think is going to happen if you quit, or at least you get something else on the side until you're ready to go and then quit? You think you're just going to lay down and die? No, of course you're going to survive. I mean, when you go to work every morning with the pain in your stomach, your gut is hurting and it's telling you, no, don't, this is not for you. No, but I must pay my bills. How am I going to pay my bills? I need to go. I hate it, but I still need to go to work. No, it's not true. The universe is telling you, you are done with this cycle. Let's get something else going. And it's always better because you learn from each thing, right? Or God forbid, start some kind of business. Anyways, when it comes to work, you're not happy. When it comes to love, you're not happy right now. And some of you are facing lawyers and judges, unfortunately, but justice. And some of you are literally thinking of going away, going somewhere. So this is not the best reading I've ever seen, of course, not even close. But when you start with this card, what do you expect? I mean, I knew this was going to be not a happy reading. So you're in one of these periods right now, Taurus, where things are going down instead of than up. We all go through ups and downs, my dear friends. So it's totally normal. And some of you have been, or again, instead of saying you've been, again, this is swords. So again, this is ideas. It's not necessarily factual. It is your perception. Sometimes you think certain things are going certain ways, but when you analyze, you say, oh, wait a minute, I didn't know that. How many times you see someone from far away and you think, oh, that's John over there. And then you get close and ain't John. Somebody looked like him. So it is always wise to wait to know all sides of the story before you bring out a verdict. This is why judges have to listen to all sides of the story. So this is not the best week for you. So lay low. Let's see what's coming up. But this is really the energy I get from this reading is it's time for change. It's time, if a job is not for you anymore, it's time you get a better one. If a relationship is not giving you nothing, is not making you happy, whether factual or imagined, get another one or be alone for a little while. In any case, it seems to me like you need to spend some time on your own, okay? So in the end, you're going to be fine. See, when you take a chance, you're going to be fine. So here there was an argument, or there will be an argument. I warn you to be careful, because don't get into any arguments, because this argument can explode into something really bad. Spur of the moment, something bad might happen. So be careful. Do not argue. If it's a job, walk away. If it's a relationship, walk away. Whatever it is, don't argue, because this can become dangerous. When it comes to money, you're going to be just fine. See, you're worrying for nothing. But here you have to worry, because you got to be careful. It's warning you that from an argument might become something really bad, okay? Now, Seth, let's clarify this card right here, please. It's a financial, of course. So, you are going in front of a lawyer or a judge because of money. Either they didn't pay you enough, or they cheated, or money-wise with your paycheck, or perhaps it's a divorce, or perhaps it's some kind of an argument about money. Now, Seth, what is this card right here? What is this card right there? So you get news. You get news where you learn that you were betrayed somehow, either love-wise, or it could be at work, it could be your paycheck. You were cheated somehow, okay? This is cheating. But really, when you think about it, the Ten of Swords, it's telling you it's time to pack up our bags. That's why it's number 10, right? So you discover somehow, you get news where someone cheated on you, either actually or financially or love-wise. Now here we have a sad card. What's going on here, Seth? Seth, what's going on here? My friend Seth, what's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's so sad. It's not even funny. Some of you lost someone, unfortunately. I had to say this, but sometimes I had to say this. Some of you lost someone, and you are sad. So, but do you see how the cards match, right? So here we have money, shoes, big money. Here we have argument, explosive argument. Here we have you missing someone, cups and cups, right? You see how they match. Here we have a betrayal, and it comes through news, information. Here we have a court case or legalities, and it has to do with money. You see how the cards kind of respond back and forth, right? They all match. So here there is a problem. We know that. Seth, I had to dig a little bit deeper here, but because I kind of feel what might come out here. Can you tell me a little bit more about this relationship? What's going on here, Seth? Okay, so conversation. So, look at this, brand new beginning. So some of you could not fix whatever it is, although it was a lot of talking. Someone could have just left you because they want to be alone. This is Taurus, by the way, or this could be you. You left because you want to be alone. You need to be alone, okay? And here we have a brand new beginning. You want your soulmate. That's what you want. And some of you will get news from a soulmate. This is fast approaching news, good news, and that's a soulmate. And some of you are simply ready to start something brand new. You don't want to continue in the old setup anymore. It's as simple as that. Okay, you guys? So, it's a little bit all over the places, but if I had to wrap everything up in one nutshell, is time for change. Big time. You cannot continue like this. All right? Time for change. Signs on the table we have Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces. Okay? Time for change. Let's look now at angelic love message. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make the effort. Yep, you gotta get up your butt and get this thing done. Time for change. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. Now we're gonna get two messages. One from the top, one from the bottom. Whatever they might be, these are two oracle messages. Let's see. The first one says fated meeting. Perhaps you're going to meet someone that's going to be fated, and it's going to be, dare I say, soulmate? We don't know. Wedding. There you go. I think that answers everything. You're going to meet someone for no reason whatsoever, just a fated meeting when you least expect it. And you're going to might very well end up in a wedding. Of course, you guys, if you're married, this is not for you. If you're happily married, this is not for you. But some of you are going to end up getting married because of this. So this might not necessarily be a negative thing. It might end up being going to bring you some joy, because obviously you're not happy right now. Okay? Okay, so now we are going to do the compatibility run. We're going to go around like this from Aries to Pisces and see how you get along with each and every sign right now, okay? So your Taurus, we're going to start with Aries. Taurus and Aries, usually you don't get along. Money, but not enough money. You guys are both focused on money right now, but not enough to go around. Not enough to make this thing work. Taurus with Taurus, you don't trust each other. Taurus with Gemini, heartbreak. Taurus with Cancer, stuck. Cannot do anything right now. Wow, so far nothing good. Taurus with Leo. Taurus with Leo can be a loving relationship, but in the long run, you're simply not. Even though you might love each other, but your channels are different, your frequencies are different. What about Virgo? With Virgo, you're both interested in material well-being, and you can achieve that. But don't expect crazy, what do you call it? Soulmate kind of love. It's just a good business arrangement. That's about it. With Libra, it can be very hot between Taurus and Libra. A little bit of a toxic relationship based pretty much only on sex. What about Scorpio? With Scorpio, you simply don't, you just different channels altogether. Sagittarius, very peaceful, very nice, very loving relationship. What about with Capricorn? Capricorn crying over you. With Aquarius, too mysterious. Aquarius, it's too air, volatile, dreamy. And you say, is this something you want to tell me? How come you don't talk to me? Well, because you don't understand me, because they think you don't understand them, but you think they don't understand you. So in other words, you spend your time trying to understand each other. You're just on two different frequencies. What about Pisces? With Pisces, a lot of fire right now. So hot nights, but not much more in the sense of long-lasting love and relationship. So that's your compatibility right now, okay? Perfect. So we're at the end of the reading. If you guys need anything, bottom left, SethTeachings.org. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, right there, the red button, click on the red button so that the more the channel grows, the more I can offer, the better we can make it together, okay? Thank you so much. Big Ak.